Uh, right now, I'm in Italy.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I met two young Italians learning English in San Francisco, in English for foreigner school. You know.
Yeah.
Did you learn English in the United States?
No, I learned English in Australia. So I have been, there and here. But basically, I lived 5 years in Australia and I did my degree there. So there's where I learned most of my English.
Oh, so you learn English, but your original language is Italian.
No, my original language is Spanish because I'm from Argentina.
Oh, so you know three languages then.
I know four. I know Mandarin as well.
Oh, wow. That's very good for international trading.
I know. And I love languages. So that is why I always wanted to learn. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. You're young, so you learn fast.
I think I'm not, I'm learning slower now that I'm getting a little bit older, but I'm trying. Italian is not that easy as I thought. Even though it's similar to Spanish, but I'm struggling a little bit.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you again. So I didn't have time to go back to your profile on LinkedIn. So basically, you're into venture capitalism.
Yes. I'm a venture analyst at a VC firm that is based in Chicago.
Oh, a VC firm.
Yeah.
What do they invest mostly in? Tech?
So right now, let me go back. Right now it's like a venture studio rather than a venture capital, but next year is going to be a venture capital and they're going to raise a fund to invest. So right now we're more like a venture studio, helping founders.
Helping founders, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I do French American TV, all about your profession, and what's your idea. And my new one is bilingual TV. So I have French American and Indian American, and I want to add Spanish and Italian and all the other languages to it. So if you want to do Spanish American, you are welcome to do so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Happy to.
Yeah. So I have, if you go to bilingualtv.us, you can add Spanish American to the portal.
Got it.
And as soon as we get 5 languages, maybe we'll seek some funding. But right now, the oldest one is French American. It's bilingual French and American. Second one was all about your profession, and the third one was what's your idea.
Love it.
So I guess you will fall into what's your idea if you have an idea, or all about your profession if you just want to talk about what you do with your venture studio.
Sure. Yeah.
Is venture studio unique, or is it something that a lot of people are doing?
I think there is a few venture studios out there, but I'm a strong believer that our approach is quite different to the rest. We basically, help the founder to validate the enough pain point that is out there before going into building something. And a lot of the other, you have the incubators, you have accelerators, you have venture studios that they go straight into building instead of like focusing on helping the founder to validate enough, and then also getting some traction and definition, talking to customers, talking to the user persona, integrate all that feedback, and then go into the MVP. So we definitely get a more human-centered approach.
Okay.
And a more sales tactics approach as well, because we usually use marketing ads to test. So that way, the founder can have a sense of how the market is, if he's getting enough demand, and then he can get to talk to some potential customers. So I think we have a unique methodology, but there are other venture studios out there for sure.
Have you heard of women founders, Google women founders?
Yes,
You
yes,
heard about
it's
it.
yeah,
They
it's
they
great.
also kind of help them, but they just give them, some of them qualify for free cloud storage,
Hmm.
and they help them with the things that they already have in the house. They don't just give them money. They help
Mm.
them with tools like cloud, and they also sometimes have a few coaches. I mean, a few mentors. They call them
Yeah.
mentors, but sometimes these mentors are just out of college. They don't know anything themselves.
Mm. That is not a good mentor then.
What's funny about Google, they take someone out of college and they name them coach. I mean,
Mm.
uh, mentors. A
Mentors.
mentor is someone who already has experience, to my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. A mentor is someone that has at least some industry track, that you can look back and then they can use their expertise and
Yeah,
help.
but
Like,
yeah, at Google, anybody can sign up to be a mentor. Basically, it's someone who can talk to you.
mm, like a coaching.
Yeah, like an accountability partner.
Got it. Yeah. But sometimes a few funders need that, and
It
it's
helps.
fine.
It helps.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you work with coaches also yourself, or you are one of the main
So
founders.
no, so the venture studio is founded by three funders, and they have extensive experience,
Oh,
and they already found, and they have exits themselves. So I'm the business analyst at the venture firm. So I have like two roles. One is I do all the market and competitive analysis for the founders that we work with, and on the other side, I also help them with setting a sales process. So I set the
okay.
sales process for the venture, and then we help the founder to set the sales process and the whole operation. And I work with the primary research team, which is the one that we talk to the users, the subject matter experts, and then we combine all that insights,
Okay.
and we get to move forward.
Okay. So when you say you're an analyst, I mean you look at the business proposal and you see if it's viable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I look at the business, but I look as well as the market that they are trying to get into. We analyze trends, we analyze data, I analyze their competitors, and then we gather all that information.
Okay. And then you say you better start. You better not start, or you better start one or the other.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I think there is no bad ideas. I think the problem is sometimes the founder goes into building mentality, and they go and they spend like a six months or 1 year building, a website or a product, and they haven't studied enough the market and their user persona.
That's
So
important.
then, yeah, so at the end, it's not that it's a bad idea or it's not viable. It's just that it might need like a slightly pivot. Once you go and you hear your users and you hear there is enough a pain point to build something. Maybe you have something good, you just need to gather some insights and then pivot, which is usually the case. So we advise them as well.
Okay, so let's say, just to take an example, Balango TV, you will look in the market to see if there is interest in that.
Yeah, if there's a demand, you always start to asking like, what is the pain point that you're solving here? So it's like people that you wanna hear about others, why they want to hear about others, right? Like why they want to learn about other professions, so you go deep into the pain point that you're trying to solve in the market, because at the end people are buying your service or your product because you are giving them a solution,
Yeah.
yeah, to a problem that they have.
Yeah, for me, it's like all immigrants when they come to United States. they are bilingual. They know their native language, and then they're learning English, and then they are in need of watching a show in two languages, their native language, and then the part in English, so they understand what is going on in the, let's say, an interview. So what I do,
Yes.
French American TV, I do first part in French, second part in English, and then people watching, if they don't understand everything, they can watch the second part in English.
That's great. And see, but then the need or like the pain that you're tapping there is like this persona, this immigrant, they wanna inform themselves, they wanna hear something that they can understand because they're in a different country with a different culture and a different language, and they wanna feel part of it, and they wanna keep informed. So you're solving a pain there, which is them trying to get informed in their native language.
Right.
Yeah. So
my other two shows are just in English. What's Your Idea and All About the Profession are for people who speak perfect English. So I have two bilingual shows and two English only shows. So anyway, you can look at the both format. For What's Your Idea, I mostly show people have different ways of doing things like you, or people who just came up with a new startup and they want to present it. So
that's great.
Everybody has a way to change the world, even if it's on a small way or in a big way.
I love that. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, because some people take an existing idea like a search engine and they make it a little bit different. I have a friend, he makes a startup for people to say what they would like for their birthday. And people who go to the website can offer that gift to that birthday person. So there's many different search engines. Even Google owns hundreds of search engines that they bought. And therefore they become stronger and stronger because they have all the facets of search engines, of different searches, all in one spot.
Yes, so, that's true. It's a monopolizing a little bit the search engine, but yes.
Yeah, so that's why everybody go to Google, because they own so many search engines.
Yes.
And so it becomes the place to go. They don't need to search for any other search engine. Yahoo is not as much. YouTube is one of the biggest search engine now.
Yes, YouTube and believe it or not, TikTok now is becoming one of the biggest search engines. I read a report last week, I think, and they were saying like TikTok is becoming a search engine as YouTube. People are like searching in TikTok how to fix a toilet, or how to nurture a plant that is dying. I found that fascinating.
I never thought of TikTok as a search engine. I thought it was like something for fun,
Yes, like entertainment. But yeah, apparently it's becoming a search engine as a YouTube.
Well, yeah, and some people are making money actually on TikTok.
Yeah, a lot of money.
I use a lot YouTube to post my videos because they are over 1 minute.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
They cut you off after 1 minute. I mean, you can post a little clip and then they stop. So YouTube is for longer videos and TikTok is for quick videos.
Yeah, quick video. But I think it's two different platforms that are tapping two different needs. I think TikTok is more for Gen Z, and the persona that is using TikTok is someone that wants to see like fast news, fast is a fast consumer. Well, the YouTube is like a persona that is there to learn. A lot of people use YouTube to learn languages, they watch tutorials, all kinds of stuff. So I think it taps different needs. And
also YouTube will show you the video that match the kind of videos you watched before.
Yeah.
So if you watch a lot of, like if I watch a lot of French news, then YouTube will suggest to me shows in French news.
Yes.
And so now, because of YouTube, very good job, I can watch more and more French news from different shows. You know, they have you know, CNET and many shows. So I don't know if you're also interested in your original language, and if you watch the news in Spanish and then in whatever other language you're interested in.
Yeah, I am. I actually watch the news in Spanish from the news from my country.
From your
Yeah.
country. That's what I do, from my country directly, not from America.
Yes, exactly. That is why I watch. But I have to say that I watch those news in Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
Instagram is, how short is Instagram?
I think they extended now,
Okay.
and now the videos are a little bit longer. But I think they have, you know, what I like is they just have the enough information for me to keep updated with what is happening. So I follow like.
No, you just want to know the headlines.
Yes, exactly. I just want to know the headlines. I just want to be up to date, and then you know move forward.
Yeah, the headlines the past few days has been the Queen of England, but
yes,
there are many other headlines like you know, social issues and the energy crisis and all those things.
Yeah. Well, in Argentina, it has been that someone tried to kill the vice president, so it has been all over the news about someone trying to kill her. But yeah, I also like, as you say, I also follow some platforms that they talk about innovation in, you know, impact investment, sustainability, decarbonization, but those ones are in English.
There's also French business news like BFM, like business French news, BFM. And then I'm sure you watch also some news shows about business, right?
I do a lot. But not news.
With startups.
Yes, but I don't watch, I have to be honest, I don't watch news. Those ones, I read them in the early morning as a, you know, in the newspaper, digital newspaper. I'm subscribed. Yeah, I'm subscribed to a few of them, and that is my early morning routine. And then I also follow a few podcasts that they every week they update what is happening in Europe, what is happening in the US.
Right.
So sometimes when I'm working or like doing research, I'm hearing the podcast about what is happening. So it's a mix. But to be honest, watching news itself, I only watch news from my country, and a few from here as well, from Europe, just to make sure I'm up to date to what is happening where I'm located.
Okay, so where are you again? New Zealand?
No, right now I'm in Italy.
Oh, in Italy.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically everything's in Italian.
Everything is in Italian, so it has been like a little bit hard to watch the news in Italian.
Okay, so in Italy, you're trying to reach the startups in Italy?
So right now, I moved for a personal reason to here. Before here, I was living in Argentina, and I moved here for a personal reason. It wasn't the company. But anyways, it was just the perfect timing because the company wanted to expand their business in Europe and help European startups to get into the US market, which is something that we are seeing is already happening. A lot of the startups.
So let's see, it's frozen, but let me see. I don't know if it's your end or my end, but you are frozen and I'm not frozen.